Hello, everybody. Thanks for stopping by today. I wanted to talk about April, right? This is the first week of the month and it's already feeling intense. I think the intensity of March is just carrying right over into April, but it's a little different. I think it's more spring like, more new energy, new growth, transition, changes, liveliness, life is coming back, especially to the Northeast. That's where I live, in the Northeast of the United States. And we're seeing the first signs of flowers and the sea. I can smell the sea in the air. I don't know if you can see the sea behind me, but it's when you can't see it because the fog is so thick, you can smell it. And it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. You just to really breathe in the sea air is magical and makes you feel like everything is right with the world. So, April for me, and the things that I wanted to just relay that I am feeling are one, a death to old stories. And I love stories because I'm a fiction writer, or I have written fiction in the past. I'm doing more nonfiction these days, but still, everything in our life is story. We are creating our lives with story, and it's how we identify ourselves, and it's how we relate to each other and have relationships. It's all through the medium of the story of our lives. So, for me to say the death of story is a big deal, but what I really mean is the death of an old story. This time on our planet, in the collective, and especially on an individual basis, we are all going through major transitions. And I don't know if you're feeling it, but I am definitely feeling the shift out of my old stories of who I was as a person, what I thought I deserved, career-wise, relationship-wise, with people that I interact with. And it's really been actually, and I'm attributing it to the whole spring energy here in the Northeast, the new life, the new birth. It's Easter week, and that's always been special for me. I've always struggled with Easter since my mom died, which was in 2004. So it's almost 20 years. And for some reason, the time around Easter has always been a struggle for me. But in recent years, I've been able to transform that and make it be something different. And usually we go down to the ocean and spend some time along the water. And when my son was little, he used to play in the waves, even though it was April and freezing, but it didn't matter. now we've got Annabelle, our puppy, and she loves to do the same, although she doesn't really like to go in the water so much, but she likes to play. So we'll be playing near the ocean edge this coming Sunday for Easter. So I hope you are doing something fun for Easter as well. And as I was talking about the death of old stories, it's really reevaluating everything about who I think I am as a person. And I'm curious as to if you are feeling that as well, a reevaluation of who you are as a person, and just a time to reinvent yourself. It's always a good time. You can do it at any time, but especially springtime, it's perfect. So a death to old stories that no longer serve you, no longer fit who you are as a person. And one tip I can give you to help you discover who you might be moving into is, where are you sick of hearing yourself complain? Right? Where are you sick of the excuses? I'm sick of the excuses of why my pants are too tight, right? And so I'm making a conscious effort to eat differently and go after a different exercise goal so that I can feel good in my pants, right? So there's that. And there's also other excuses that I use for why I'm not on video when I should be, type of type of things, right? So that would be my tip for you, is to ask yourself, where am I sick of hearing myself complain? Or where am I sick of myself feeling like a victim or portraying myself as a victim? Because you're not, right? We have already stepped. It's like, it's not even like we already have stepped out of that victim mentality into what does our life look like for empowerment? What does the empowered me look like? And journal about it, write about it, put down your goals, your vision of what you look like. What are you wearing? Who are you talking to? What classes might you be taking? What degree might you be going for? What business are you starting? All of these things are empowerment steps that you can take to transform, to step out of your old story. So that is really what I'm feeling April is all about, is just letting go of the old story. So that is one of the themes. That's one. And then the second one is a reemergence of community. We have all been struggling with being very solid, being very locked in our own houses, being very alone and not going out for obvious reasons. But it really has become a habit for so many of us, especially those of us that are introverted. And I was with friends yesterday out in the sunshine, enjoying a delicious meal. And it was so enlivening and gave me so much joy and gave me so many ideas of, gee, you know what, when we gather, especially as women, when we gather and share our stories, share our news stories, share our dreams of who we're looking to become in the future, and magic happens. And I've always said this, and I will say it again. I mean, magic happens when we gather and we share and we collaborate. And the revival of community is so important now, and it will spur you on for that new story that you're trying to create when you are with like-minded people who support you, whether it be people from your past or new friends that you are discovering in, maybe you've moved, it might be a new town, maybe, or you're taking a class in something that you are now interested in. So it's people of like-minded ideas and dreams, and just connecting to those people and forming a community is so fulfilling. And it fills, I know it fills me up, and it's an opportunity for transformation on a higher level. And connection is one of the 3 C's of what I'm focusing here on this channel: creativity, consciousness, and connection, because they all are so tied together and they're all so important. And connection sounds like a vague idea, but it's so important. Connection at a human level, especially when everybody is talking about AI now and all of the craziness that goes around that. And I have my opinions that are, let it be what it will be. I mean, it is part of our world right now. And as long as you are firm in, and you know your boundaries, and you know who you are as a person, then all of the AI stuff can happen as it's going to happen, and you are firm in knowing what it means for you. Can you utilize it as a tool, or are you going to be absorbed by it because you have no boundaries, right? So there's a lot behind that, but as all of that unfolds, to be solid and centered in your creativity, your consciousness, and working towards a higher consciousness, and your connection to your higher self, to the people in your life, to your heart-centered compass of where you're going, there's no failing. There's only growth and expansion and love. So I see April as a huge opportunity, as every month is, to expand, to grow, to let go of your old stories, create new ones, spend some time connecting in those ways I just talked about, and really paying attention and having awareness of the magic and the resources, the intelligence, the answers, the all of the help that you have at your fingertips that is in the subtle divine intelligence that is all around you. Whether you call it God, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, plasma, you can call it whatever you want, but it is all here for you to connect with and create the life and the new story that you want your life to be. So I wish you an amazing rest of April. Know that everything is here for your benefit. I look forward to hearing what you're creating, who you're connecting with, and all of the ways that you're seeing your higher consciousness having a relationship with your physical self. Have an amazing April, everybody. Much love, and I'll be back soon. Take care.